Yeah.
Everybody still on that queue?
Yeah.
All right. The next person that's coming, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what hit it for. You know what I mean? Rolls Royce driving, private jet flying, all pro first team. The most receptions, the most yards in Buffalo Bills history, the first receiver to go first team all pro in the organizational history, Stefon Diggs, you know what I mean? There you go.
Yeah, get out my seat.
What's up, Steph? I'm assuming you can hear me right now.
I got you, big guy.
All right, man. We get started with
This is a new iPad, ain't it? Y'all getting money, ain't y'all?
Backdrop look okay.
Hey, Stefon, how you doing?
I'm good, champ. How you doing?
Not too bad. Thanks for taking the time. Obviously, you've played in big games in your career. How do you manage embracing the moment while maintaining it as we've heard other guys say, just another game?
Yeah, like, I ain't one of those people who gonna lie. I feel like people say it's gonna be another game. It's just to each his own. For me, I know it's a big game, but you really just come down to being, detailing your work, using what got you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you spent all year, you played a lot of football. It's all about execute. It's going to come down to which team executes better and living in a moment, because there's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs, but, come down to giving everything you got. You got to lay it all out there.
I know you've only been playing with Josh for 1 year, so you haven't seen him earlier in his career, but how have you seen him handle when the stage gets bigger and the pressure maybe mounts? How have you seen him perform and carry himself and act?
From a huddle standpoint, he's the general. He's commanding. He's giving all the. He's telling me what I got. He's telling guys what he got. He's telling guys what to line up. He's poised. He doesn't get too high. Doesn't get too low. And I never see him overly excited. So for me, it's like I like a quarterback just going to stay right there. And he's also running around. So he's also part of this game plan. Like I'm saying, like him putting his head down to get extra yards and things like that go far with us. So basically, just he's been right where he needs to be.
Appreciate it, Stefon. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Stefon, John Warrow, AP, how you doing?
What's up, Chan?
Just what is it about? Well, what do you make of the fact that you are in the same company as guys like Davante Adams and who you've played against, and Tyreek Hill, among this Final Four, and what seems to separate you guys this year? Do you think going into this weekend?
What you mean? Say that again. Like, what's the question?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like, sorry, it's been a little bit scrambly here, but just when you're in the same elite company, being talked about, with Davante Adams, what makes you and Tyreek Hill, what has made you guys unguardable almost this season when it comes to opposing defenses trying to shut you down? You and Kelsey as well haven't been able to be shut down. What separates you guys from the pack?
Alongside with those names, like those guys that you named, I think something that we all have in common is we got some good quarterback play, some real good quarterback play. Part of being a receiver. So I think things are predicated off your quarterback, his decision making, his ball placement, XYZ. So as far as like having a good relationship with your quarterback is really what it comes down to. That's one thing I feel like we all the guys that you named just now have a good quarterback, because you can see guys who haven't had as good quarterbacks or just good receiver skill set wise, but haven't been put in the best situation, not have as much success, and probably could. And then it comes down to opportunities. I feel like my offensive coordinator does a great job of making things look one way, or having a great game plan. And it's not too much of just receivers getting open and catching the ball. It's they love seeing good plays happen from a receiver perspective, quarterback perspective, but it always come down to get open, catching the ball, and doing your job. But I feel like one thing we all have in common is our quarterback's been playing really some exceptional ball.
And I know you want to deflect the attention, and I respect that, but some of that has to fall on you because of self-confidence. And as you with each catch, with each game, how much does self-confidence make you feel that you can beat anybody? I mean, to be in that place where you can catch 6, 7, 8 passes a game.
I mean, I think my confidence not necessarily comes from my success on the field, my confidence more comes from the preparation standpoint, my preparation in the off season, my time that I put into my craft, so I can have the confidence that know that I'm gonna get open and I'm going to catch the ball. So it's not so much in-game confidence. I usually have my confidence going in and just knowing that, I mean, I don't know what the guy across me has been doing. I don't know how much time he put in. And I feel like every player, you're going to meet a dog. You see dogs all the time. I see dogs week in and week out. And what's going to separate you is going to the deep end, you know, as far as like being committed to being disciplined, being committed to your success and your craft. So for me, my confidence comes from the work that I put in. And, you know, on the field, that's just coming into fruition.
And I forgot to ask you, what did you make of Trey White's introduction of you?
I left my car open the other day, and he sent me a video of my car door open because he was playing around. So me and Trey are not getting along right now.
Oh, okay. We won't mention that.
Nah, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Very good. Thank you very much.
No doubt.
Hey, Steph, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm awesome. Thanks, man.
He was in the Rolls Royce or the G-Wagon? Which one?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's a lot of money I just said right there. But Josh Allen said earlier today that this team is beating with one heartbeat right now. How do you feel the relationship between, you know, all of the guys in the locker room is just a big point to why you guys are where you are?
I just think probably because we all like each other, we're all getting along. You know, it's like it really is like a family. You can kind of see a little bit of it when we be having fun out there. Like you saw a couple of weeks ago, Lee Smith get tackled by Feliciano. Like you don't see that on teams. Like you do, I guess. You know, I don't really peep it too much. But for our team, we all having a lot of fun. We all gearing to one goal, and that's to get a win. And it's always been that way since I got here. I haven't been there that long, but that's only been in the forefront of everybody's mind. And you know, being committed to everybody having success and winning. Like a guy like Cole Beasley, who last week, if you watch the tape, he was open. He had 0 catches. You know what I'm saying, but him being the teammate that he is, he came to me after the game and was just like, Pops, he always says Pops, but he said, I'm going to continue to get open. You know what I'm saying, but I'll do anything for us to win. I don't care who gets the credit. And just having guys like that on the team, or having guys that's willing to, you know, not necessarily be a decoy, but willing to take some heat off other guys. Like even in my situation, I tell them, I don't care how many balls come my way. I'm just trying to make the plays. I don't care if Gabe get 100 balls or Smoke get 100 balls. As long as we win, it doesn't really matter. So we don't really know how it's going to shake out week in and week out. But a guy like Cole Beasley, as far as like being unselfish and being that team player, we're all beating with the same heartbeat, like Josh says. So we don't care who get the credit as long as we win it.
And last question. It's been a while since you guys have had that many fans in a stadium. Arrowhead's supposed to have 17,000 fans. How do you see that affecting you guys' style of play? Just because Arrowhead is a really loud stadium. I actually used to cover the Chiefs, so it can get can get crazy in there.
I don't see it being that. I mean, I don't really have to deal with it too much. It's more so a quarterback, like lineman kind of thing, because I'm supposed to be looking at the ball anyways. I'm not supposed to be listening to the snap count. So I don't anticipate it being a huge problem. But if it is, we're going to have to prepare the right way and adjust accordingly, because I've been in Arrowhead when it's at maximum capacity. So I know how loud it can get, and I anticipate it being just as loud with all the fans that's there. So it's something we definitely look forward to, and we're just going to have to adjust on the fly.
All right. Thanks, Steph. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Steph, it's Kim Jones from NFL Network.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm awesome.
I feel like you're reading my mind a little bit, because I wanted to ask you about Cole and that reaction, because it's in a way what some folks don't see as a typical wide receiver reaction. And yet on your team, that does seem to be the typical reaction. Why is that? Why are guys so willing to buy in, do whatever, even if the stat sheet ends up saying over?
It's probably because it's just like your teammates. Like nobody puts you in a space where as though you feel anything less than a great player. Like to me, Cole Beasley is an all-pro player. Like he might not show up in the stat sheet, but I can literally cut the tape on. Anybody can watch the game last week. He was open a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of guys open. So now, like it's so weird that me and Bees have a competition to be like now, like who's getting more open? Who has more separation? Like we joke all the time, just being like, he'll come back and tell like, I was open, Pop. I said, I was open too. So now what? And we'll just joke around like that. But it's like, we don't care who gets the credit, like I said, but it's more so like guys pulling for each other. Like when Smoke's coming up with those big plays, or Gabe's coming up with big plays, it's more so guys getting behind you. So no matter who getting the success, we pushing those guys, and we want them to eat some more. Like if Pop's eating And I'm gonna get behind him like, Pops, I need more from you. I need more from you. And he's out there, he's gonna deliver each and every time. He's a guy that plays with a lot of confidence. So no matter what's the flow of the game or how many balls he's catching, he's still out there getting them.
Steph, I've been impressed all season about kind of your perspective on the trade and everything else. Lately, though, have you reflected at all on how this is a storybook season so far for you? When not every trade works out that way, my friend. I mean, I think we can all think of a bunch of players who would be like, not on my watch. That did not happen. This has all happened for you. Do you reflect on that at all in a moment by yourself, maybe?
I probably had some moments where I like lightly touched on it or lightly thought about it to myself, but it's just so weird that it's not even like in the same like atmosphere of me last year. So I try not to get too much caught up in the past. I definitely will think about it when this season is over. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not over no time soon. So I've kind of been putting it on the back burner or putting my thoughts of anything like that on the back burner just to kind of stay in the moment and relish in the moment because more importantly, I don't want this moment to pass me by because I've been, fortunate enough to kind of be close. Like I've been in the NFC Championship before and I played in some big games. And right now, I feel like my team right now, everybody just needs to be on the same page as far as like executing, detailing our work and going out there with one goal. So right now, I haven't even thought about it too much. I'll probably think about it more. We can have a conversation after the season, which I hope is in no time soon.
I hope we do. Several weeks from now, my friend. Several weeks. Okay.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
What's up, Steph?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. Hey, when you look at the coordinators on this team and even the coaching staff, Brian Daboll, Leslie Frazier, the championships that they've stacked up and the big time moments and the big time games that they've been in with a relatively young roster, how do you think that helps a team when you have coaches like Brian and Leslie who have been there and who have coached in the big moments?
I think it gives you confidence. Like people don't really think too much about the coaches, but they make a lot of the decisions. So for us as players, you have the confidence of your your head coach, your offensive coordinator, your DC that they're gonna put you in the best thing to be successful, and they're gonna let you play. You know what I'm saying? More importantly, you're just trying to play fast and make plays. You don't want to be out there thinking when it's a big game because that's the last thing you want to be doing is thinking a lot and not playing free. So just knowing that those guys have been there and also being with some guys on your team that's been in the big show or been in big games, it's just like. You're like, all right, you know how to anticipate this game, or how his approach would be. Like for example, like a guy like me, like I don't change. Like I'm gonna be the same guy I was week one that I am right now. Maybe a little bit more juice, but try to stay the same and stay the course. Just having confidence that everybody's gonna be on the same page.
Looking forward to that more juice. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Stefon, this is Scott Abraham with ABC 7 in Washington, D.C. How you doing, man?
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen you before. You're a new guy.
I saw you at College Park a couple times.
Oh, I was talking about recently. You probably were a lot younger then too. I'm just kidding.
Well, good to see you. And obviously, you're a role model and inspiration for so many young men and young girls from Montgomery Village to College Park. You got the whole DMV buzzing right now. They're all excited to watch you on the big stage. What is that like to kind of be a role model to so many young men, young women from the DMV, and what kind of message do you want to share to them?
The message I would share is, always believe in yourself. It's something that I always hone in on, just as far as believing in myself, knowing that I can do it and preparing the right way. People always believe in manifestation, believing that you're going to do X, speaking into existence. And that's something that I pride myself on, and not only just speaking it into existence, but working for it. So for me, if I could say anything, don't give up on your dreams, keep chasing them, believe in yourself, because, that's how I got here right now. That's how the trade happened. That's how I believed in myself. I wanted more for myself, and I feel like God has something on the other side. So that's something that I'm never going to forget, and it's always going to be a true testimony. God's real. He ain't never let me down. So.
Thanks, Steph. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, no. Have a good one.
Today, my man.
Hi,